Here we go. It's now or never. My staff. All clear. There.
Awaken your true strength.
May your light never wane.
I call
It never shall.
and draw you down.
The Titan Kronos. He is time itself. Thus, by his nature, we can never be entirely prepared for him. He seeks the downfall of Olympus. But how exactly, we still do not know. The choice is yours. Lunar Ray. You have it.
Split path. Kronos so loves his gold.
This one? Look at all this business you drummed up, Charon.
Salutations. I did encounter her, my lord, and I thank the fates Selene's light is visible in Erebus, for I know she cannot shine much farther past the edge of this realm.
What's cooking?
And you as well.
Having my food just stuffed into some unmarked sack, I swear. Halfway surprised it didn't burn right through. Sometimes it isn't easy getting hold of you, you know.
Fired up. One of those golden urns that I revealed.
A brief respite awaits.
Some silver.
A little birdie told me Doom himself showed up where you reside. While that bodes ill for you, and perhaps for us all, at least he's quite the looker, isn't he?
My heart.
Look at what I found.
Here, girl. Must want something to eat.
be something of use.
Good evening, boatman.
Word of advice about good Lady Aphrodite? Don't get distracted. She speaks of love and beauty, though she's no stranger to conflict. Perhaps my power can offset her own.
Descura. Olympus has emboldened you and made you strong. Yet 'tis a fleeting strength. One false step and I could wipe it all away.
I'll take a fleeting strength over no strength at all. We take every advantage that avails itself.
Just so. Then come and show me how you would make use. Now the crossed flames. grown physically quite strong. But spiritually, more is to be done. The altar of ashes. There is an incantation that may make your nightly meditations at it better spent.
The consecration of ashes. I prevailed. Coin for Charon. Should switch keepsakes. Down I go. There's that rancid scent. Again. Moonlight guide us.
These last few nights since you got started, all I managed to confirm is Gramps got hold of someone whom he's sure gives him the upper hand. Right now, he's readying the next stage of his plan to bring this mountain down. I better go.
Path of stars.
Thus you have risen.
The end of the path. Here goes. Nemesis.
You again. Always used to be gold in the underworld, right in its veins. But Kronos turned it into little coins. All over the damn place now.
Lord Charon's going to take care of it soon enough. I give him all the gold I find. Trade for his wares.
I think I can do the same if you want to make a deal. Don't worry, any gold I get from you, Charon gets from me.
I'll take it.
It's a deal. Better go.
She's off. Good. Moonlight guide us. too hot for you? What a stench.
Yeah, looking good, man. You are looking good. Like you don't know. Don't even know, right? Sometimes I wonder, what would it have been like were I not so unbelievably attractive? Some things would have been easier. Not having everybody fall in love with me. Maybe arithmetic.
You're concerned that you're too winsome for your own good. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't find you particularly attractive.
Oh, I know you don't mean that. Though I appreciate you trying to comfort me as a friend. There.
Better. As you've made no attempt to snap my head from my shoulders, unlike many other things lurking about, I'm compelled to give you this. Just as a casual acquaintance, to be clear.
You give me such tokens of affection, full knowing I've already got a lot of them and, more importantly, am spoken for. Fine. Here's something to remember me by.
How could I ever forget you, Narcissus? Those spiders get around. Pure gold. Hail, boatman. Olympus, accept this message.
Surprised to see us again, lady? Because we're not going anywhere. This is our big comeback tour, after all.
I thought I dealt with you last time, yet here you are. Am I going to have to drive you back into the sea?
Oh, I don't know. Am I going to have to tell Jetty and Roxy to play their hearts out? No, I'm not. Because that's just what they do. Don't. And here we go!
right now. Oh, I'm not a fan. You know what they say, Phrynos. Failure is the greatest instructor of all.
Fear me.
How'd you get all those other shades out there to do the busy work around here anyway? They practically worship the ground you walk on.
Headmistress took them in. I helped train and communicate with them. Many came from being trapped between the realms. Some never got a proper burial. Others died unfulfilled or violently. They never made it to the underworld.
Oof, that's rough. Say, you don't think I fall into one of those categories there, do you? I'd hate to think I didn't get a proper burial.
It's not a laughing matter, Dora.
My greetings.
The fated list of minor prophecies. You must know what I'm about to ask, Lord Moros, especially since I promised many questions. You mentioned you were on a fruitless search. What was it that you sought?
Oh, well, the Fates do like to send me off to fetch them this or that now and again. My search in some respects was similar, though I'm beginning to think they tricked me.
They sent you to find something that couldn't be found. And you can't just tell me what it is, can you?
I think they simply wanted me out of the way. Although I shouldn't speculate or further speak of this at all. Apologies.
I understand. You are welcome here and you are safe.
Our wards are holding fast.
Our altar can be purified. Katoski Onoski.
You have it.
It is done. What now? Oskion Katoski.
You've done it.
So mote it be.
One more of Nyx's kin is here for us to mind. Your incantation tracked him after all. Doom typically arrives uninvited, of course.
Lord Moros is to be our guest. I know his presence must seem an ill portent, but if the Fates wanted him here, who are we to fight it?
Who indeed?
Fate fabric. Essences of shadow to the surface rise. This'll take a little while.
Goddess. A word of caution, Goddess, in regard to an impediment you may confront when finally you reach the far end of the morning fields. Reports suggest it's some sort of infernal beast. A big one. Our shades had to stay very far away.
I can corroborate our Shade's reports, and add that this infernal beast is none other than Cerberus, my father's household pet, acting on instinct and pure rage.
I feared as much, for they said the beast had several fire-spitting maws. I don't suppose he recognized you after all this time and let you pass?
He did neither of those things. I have to help him. You all look like you're being fed your share. Nemesis on break, I guess. Focus. I won't sit idly by.
Attention! Got a Silver Sister on deck.
Lim and Oros.
I trust that the enchanted tooth I proffered you has proved invaluable. Although since you're already back, perhaps it wasn't quite invaluable enough.
I'd surely not have gone as far without your keepsake, Commander. Though, why is it known as the Lucky Tooth? Was there another of its kind?
Oh no! It is truly a unique artifact procured in my travails. An artifact with which you'll cling to life as might a sailor on a sinking ship.
That's very vivid. Once more, then. Moonlight, guide me. For Lim and Oros. I think not. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I regret our meetings are in haste, and that we are unable to converse when thus we meet. I am expected high aloft for all to see. Our connection is to remain as hidden as the crossroads. We are to move in shadows. Behold. Your terrifying form.
I'll slay you all. That light.
The world's been through worse times than this, cousin. So I am told, at least. I've not seen anything this bad. Still, it's nothing we can't handle, right?
Should be useful. Might protect you, my lord. You're not particularly close with your brothers or sisters, are you? When you chance to visit us, Nemesis all but ignores you. I know, it's just... Let's begin.
Everything I said about your weapon first we met. In my defense, ain't often I see workmanship superior to mine. Though don't go telling anyone I said as much.
My silver's come alive. Found you. You wretches are in for it now. There's her mark.
Good shot. Well done.
Hail, sister. I can often depend on Sister Selene's light to guide me on my hunts. But where you're going, she can't follow, can she? Nor can I.
And Headmistress Hecate is needed at the crossroads. I alone have the authority to enter the House of Hades, if I can make it there.
Hey, what do you mean, if? It's a matter of when, as far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking maybe very soon, in fact. My strength is yours. Good hunting.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. I spin my threads and catch whatever comes my way. Pleasant memory that lingers on my mind. From lonely dark of night, some new cocoons there.
You've been so busy, Arachne. Not just all these dresses, but all Erebus is teeming with silken cocoons. You're certain it's all right for me to break them?
Of course, you big silly. What, do you suppose they're teeming with my countless brood? By the time you see a cocoon, anything in there is either for you or was out to get you. Now here. Made this one just for you. Come back soon.
A gift. I need this. More coming. Suffer no more. Very well. There.
Our enemy's strength even exceeds my own. We're both titans, yes, Kronos and I, but he is my elder, as I am yours. What say you?
His age doesn't mean anything to me. The old are seldom wise, and often weak. And he did not study under you, headmistress. Only I have.
Just so. He is an arrogant old fool. The impression of wisdom comes with age more than the real thing. Remember that. Crossed flames awaken. Divide and strike.
There goes Arachne's suit.
Good. Triple divide. is enough. Your growing skill with Lim and Oros makes you something to be feared. Good. Return to Shadow now.
Thank you, Headmistress. Some cinder. The Titan.
Greetings, little one. No, you yet persist, despite my generous attempts to dissuade you. Then very well. You carry on as the distraction which you are, whilst I turn my attention to matters of greater import.
Oh. At least my feet are clean. Huh. The water spouts. For me. I'm soaked. Going in.
You know, it's gotten harder sneaking down into the underworld of late. Good thing I happen to know an expert on the subject. And so do you, I see.
Let's pick up the pace. Must be the...
In black and murky Oceanus past the border of the underworld, the putrid waters are purified, as if to show that there, Poseidon holds no sway.
As long as his boons still work. Into the purse. Not thirsty, but hey. Message for me. To think the goddess of seasons herself is my grandmother. I am honored to have made your acquaintance.
I see the Witch of the Crossroads taught you not just strength, but grace. I hereby accept your offering, and have something for you as well.
A gift from grandmother.
When bright Apollo gathered us and announced that his twin sister, whilst out hunting for our enemies, stumbled upon a long-lost relative with the Witch of the Crossroads, why, I was overjoyed and furious at once.
You venture into my domain.
Need to get out. Headmistress taught me well.
You know something of time and dream, do you? The times can change, but often stay the same.
Back to reality. Some limestone.
The bottom of the sea, or very close to it, must be even darker than what you're accustomed to. And the terrible pressure. Not even I can stand it for too long. So how can you?
The ocean's fury.
Hey, girls! Oh, good! You're just in time for our set! Been working on a song called I'm Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death. Comes from a real personal place.
Is it any better than the one I heard on my way in?
No, it's not, because all our songs are the best. Each like a perfect little child. Not a bad one, like you. Go!
quite enough of them. The edge of Oceanus.
Collected works of sailor slaying Scylla and her sirens lie conspicuously scattered here, imparting vengeance on the sensibility of those who dare to take a closer look.
You're such a mess, that little dress. Oh gods. Look for the markers. More to discover. Few things to find. Ash of the Dead. That's one down. shade. The phantom there. Be gone. Not yet. How many mortals have you tormented?
Granddaughter, Poseidon here has been regaling me about the time his seas drank half the land. Ah, such a flood that was. Perhaps our strengths can be combined again.
Oh, there's no perhaps about it, Demeter. We'll weather this storm yet. I just as soon whip up another great big flood for old time's sake. It's just too many mortals these days.
I see. Someone there. Someone there. Someone there. I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm. You no harm. No harm. No harm. That makes two of us. What ails you, Shade? Is there something I could do to ease your burden? I could ease your burden. Your burden. Your burden. I don't know who you are, but thanks. Thanks. A path of golden petals shall guide you. A withered bough. claim. Greater focus. Olympus, I accept this message. That's 2 down. Protected. Still prizes to be claimed. Back to dust. In the name of Hades. I have the gold. I'll take it. Moonlight guide you, my lord. You'll soon feel better, Cerberus, I swear. bottom now. Cerberus just doing his job. Cerberus can't see through his rage. He needs our help, Phrynos. Another prophecy. I have to ask you something, Lord Moros, though I think I may already have the answer. Has the war with Kronos and Olympus taken some new turn?
I'm sorry I can't answer you, Princess. I'm bound never to speak of matters in connection to the weavings of the fates. If you knew more right now, it could unduly influence your path.
And knowledge is preparation. It seems strictly to our benefit for me to know as much as possible about what I'm getting myself into.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, I cannot break my oath. I trust, though, that you'll learn the truth of it when the time is right.
I'll be waiting.
Together we shine.
Fresh from the pot. Must be an incantation that can help. The wards for my protection I dispel, for I am ready now for heaven as for hell.
See that, sisters? Much is expected of you. The pressure that you feel, you never speak of it, and yet full well I know it's there. Your constant companion.
I can hardly distinguish between pressure and faith anymore. My entire life has led to this, and all of you are counting on me. Are you truly so certain in my inevitable success, Headmistress?
Pressure and faith are intertwined, 'tis true. Ever in conflict. Should the pressure utterly prevail, out comes despair. Only then do we truly falter.
You didn't answer my question. The combined might of the gods was not enough to stop Kronos before. And you know the fates are unpredictable. My success is not a certainty.
My faith is not in outcomes, 'tis in you. And I've enough of it to last. Should you find yours lacking, I shall always spare you some of mine.
Thank you for believing in me.
No need.
Just checking up on you. Order approved.
Up and about.
Nemesis, maybe we could start again. Here, I got you something.
Don't need your charity, Princess, or temptations while I'm on duty or off. You're doing this because you want something from me anyway, so here, knock yourself out.
Thank you, Nem. How long has it been since you visited the surface?
Too long. Cooped up here now in case you hadn't noticed. But it's a lost cause anyway. Why do you ask?
Hermes requested that I pay a visit when I can. Figured I should ask if you had any notes.
It's like I said. The dead are out and about up there thanks to our Titan friend. You'll feel right at home.
Sounds great.
Ah, so Doom has come to stay with us a bit. My last and only other brush with him did not resolve particularly well, so I'll just keep my distance if that's quite all right.
All children of Nyx are welcome in these crossroads. Though I think Lord Moros wishes to keep his distance too.
No objections here.
Hail, O spirits. How fare my favorite hound and polecat friends? Kind of moss I need only grows on the surface.
Ah, that's a nice touch.
Okay. Should be able to head to the surface now. Just breathe. The messenger. Remnants of the past.
And that, my disciples, is the true meaning. The incense and the smoking stuff from that altar of ashes over there. It's energized the shades about this place. And me as well.
I'm pleased to hear it, Commander. Even a brief visit to the altar on a given night helps make me feel more prepared.
Keep doing what you're doing over there.
To the surface.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How will you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
Shocking every time. Area clear. Oh, what?
As the ill-fated princess feels her life force fade with every breath of surface air, her sole recourse is to return from whence she came.
What? Perish. It's him.
My word, you reached the surface, didn't you, Sunshine? I thought your birthright meant you couldn't live up here. You were just full of surprises. So, headed this way? Let me help.
No! Return to Shadow now.
Just a moment. You traveled to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
Their curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, Just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes. But I now choose to think that it was intended for yours. Farewell.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I couldn't breathe. The way you can breathe out of water, so too could I breathe the surface air.
Hey,
You must remember something of life on the surface, right, Dora? Anything at all? I wonder what it must have been like.
I don't remember, and I don't wonder. Who cares? This is the life right here.
Princess.
Let me see. Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the three fates have on my birthright, how angry would they be?
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way?
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
Yes, that covers it.
Good morrow.
Can I suppress my illness on the surface? Afraid not.
You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to.
Evening. The good witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there, until such time as I had the means to pass through. But the climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan. Salutations. The Hound and Polecat must have gone to scout. Nemesis must have a head start. Sure. Revol, the Argent Skull. I know the fury in your hollowed eyes.
Requisition authorized. May we converse? I almost budged.
unfinished business here. Cold up here. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You are not meant to be here, little star. Your cursed blood shall fight your every step. Yet Nyx herself would understand the struggle that you face. She too once thwarted what the fates foretold. Your choice? Moon water. So mote it be. Excellent.
This again.
What are you doing on this side? You lose your way? Thought you had business in the underworld, not here. Mayhap I'm just a bit out of the loop is all. You need the stuff or not?
This isn't working. Return to Shadow now. Oh, so that's the surface then. The air up there did not sit well with me at all. Lord Moros is away. Excellent. Headmistress, Olympus seems reluctant to ask outright, but I can tell my family there needs me. I cannot shake the sense that I have to help them before I can achieve our task.
You needn't shake that sense, for it may well be accurate. You still thinking of an incantation that may help you to survive such a journey?
I am. Up there, I'll be like a fish out of water, right? Suffocating. But with a proper incantation, I was thinking maybe I could hold my breath until Olympus is secure.
Such a spell shall not be simple. Though if you demonstrate that you're sufficiently well-traveled, then perhaps magic such as that shall help you go farther still.
I'm counting on it. What to cast?
You really went up there. They could have called for somebody with experience, but I guess I don't deserve it as much as I thought.
I'm needed there as part of my task. Though they must miss you on the surface. So much suffering.
Justice doesn't matter anymore. The mortals had it coming. Maybe we all did.
Don't say that. Hey, where'd Hecuba and Gali scamper off to? I'd ask Headmistress, but she doesn't like it when I show even the slightest concern for her familiars. They're fine, Malinoi.
Well, they probably are fine. Each on a little scouting expedition at my own behest, under the auspices of the Good Witch, of course. The Hound goes one way, the Polecat another.
Those little scouting expeditions always seem to last a while. I'll have to keep an eye out for them then.
Where they're going, they should appreciate seeing a friendly face.
You'll grow up in no time. What say the cards this eve? You. Stay strong, my friends. Death to Kronos. What do I need? This one. Maybe the spade. The rod of fishing. What shall the rivers yield to us?
The path to perfection.
I don't think so. I'll find more bones with this.
May we converse? Patience, young one. You were most brave to venture to the surface, and most foolhardy as well, debatably. Is there no incantation that could help?
I think there is, Commander. Except, it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
It's not ideal, but... Below the path to Tartarus. Above the way to Olympus.